The TERRORCONS have their use for each other, but they lack self-discipline.
Blood feels sick.
Hey guys, welcome back to this Transformers unboxing video in which I will be unboxing LUCIFER S-04 TFC S-04, which is actually their rendition of CUTTHROAT. Somewhat stylized, same as the other robots from the same set, TERRORCONS. Now when I bought this set and I didn't have it in my hand yet, I was expecting to like Blood the most, which was a little bit of a disappointment, but still he's pretty cool, just different than I expected. Then I unboxed Cinder Twin, and I actually really liked that one, so that one became a more favorite of mine than Blood did. And then in the previous video I unboxed Ripper Snapper, and this dude is his animal mode, his beast mode is I think it looks really amazing. I mean, really cool design, all kinds of details on it, pretty poseable apart from the arm parts on the monster. But yeah, this one, the robot mode, I don't really feel, I'm not feeling it, but the monster mode looks really cool. I mean, the robot mode, it's not bad, but I like Cinder Twin more than Ripper Snapper, but the animal mode, beast mode is amazing. So yeah, I'm very curious about this one, which I will be unboxing right now. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do it like this, I guess. Maybe down a little bit more. So yeah, the box, this is the front side, top part showing all the modes. Oh yeah, that's a weird thing as well. Like in the cartoon, I noticed that, I wasn't aware of it, but apparently Cinder Twin and CUTTHROAT are supposed to be the legs, with Blood and Ripper Snapper being the arms. According to the cartoon, TFC decided to do CUTTHROAT as an arm, which is a little bit odd, but it is what it is. And I don't think they are interchangeables like the G1 robots were, so I don't think I can be using this one as a foot and use Blood as, or use this one as a leg and use Blood as an arm, but I'll look into that, but I just don't think that's possible with these figures. Side of the box showing the robot mode, other side showing the beast mode, which is sort of a pterodactyl-like, maybe dragon-ish. Bottom of the box, nothing special, and the back side of the box showing both modes. Yeah, very curious about this one, so let's open it up. Oh yeah, and now I got the both hand parts and both feet parts with the previous couple of robots, so I'm kind of curious if there are any accessories for Abominus inside this box, because I do think the chest plate is already part of Hunger. I'm not so sure about that. Now we get the manual with a little card. Let me just open it up. This is the card. Somewhat cheapish cardboard, and the manual, which up until now have not been really clear to me, but luckily we got some QR codes leading to a video which does the explaining. Now they actually use the colors of the robots in the pictures here, so that might actually be a little bit more clear. I'm not sure if they did that with Ripper Snapper as well. They did apparently on some pictures, not all the pictures. But yeah, that manual of Ripper Snapper wasn't that clear to me, so I actually looked up the video to do the proper transformation. Let me just clean this up a little bit. And there are actually quite a few steps to transform them into their limb modes. I noticed with Ripper Snapper. So yeah, I'm not really looking forward to that, even though I am looking forward to seeing the final Abominus and especially how tall it will be. But we'll see about that in the future. Now the parts which are included with this are some of the little plugins for hiding the screws and whatnot. His gun, which is multicolored, somewhat detailed. Pretty cool. And then we have the robot itself with a pretty huge wingspan, I can already tell. That's pretty cool. Pretty amazing. Now what I did with Ripper Snapper, I'm actually considering doing that with Blood as well, is have the feet turned around from what they are supposed to be, because I like the beastly toenails, and I think that it's actually supposed to be like, let me see how I can do that. Oh wait, maybe this one is supposed to be like this. Some joints are very tight on these figures, because I think it's actually supposed to be like this, but I kind of prefer having them the other way around. I'm not going to be displaying them as robots nor as beast modes, but I just like the beastly toenails like this on this figure. But yeah, I don't even want to toy with Blood because those joints are just way too loose, so leaving it as is. But I'm seeing that this one has toenails as well on the feet. And let me see if that's actually changeable. So I do see some form of heel spur right here, I guess. Yeah, these leg joints are very sturdy, so that's a good thing. I guess I learned from their mistakes in the previous designs. Oh, as you can see, his heel spur was hidden inside here. And I'm not sure if this one is supposed to go like this. I don't think that's even possible, so I guess I'll leave it like this. I'm going to keep the box close by so I can see what the robot mode and beast mode are actually supposed to look like. Oh yeah, so he's got these toenails right here. Let's see, yeah, so we got his face right here. Alright, so I was able to play around with it a little bit. For the wings, you have a lot of flexibility with how you want to position it. There is this little part this part, and you might want to hide it somewhere, so having it stick out. I don't think that looks right, so I'm just leaving them downwards. Not sure if that is actually the way it's supposed to look. I don't think it is, but you got this part which you can move around. You can open that out like so. Got several parts which can move, which is pretty cool. You can fold them up like this. It's all pretty cool. Pretty big wingspan, like I said. Got these claws on it. But yeah, I guess you're supposed to leave it like this or something. Not entirely sure about these translucent parts. I think you might have to fold them up like so-ish. But yeah, then it doesn't go all the way around. So I'm not sure about that. Anyhow, those are the wings. You can move them to the back a little bit. Have them go like this. So quite a lot of flexibility on it. As for the main robot itself, quite a lot of posability on it as well, and the joints, they do feel pretty sturdy, with the exception of the heel spur. That one feels a little bit too loose, so you cannot use that. You cannot really use that to balance him in a way he's not supposed to stand. But yeah, that is what it is. Just take the gun off. So his face sculpt looks like this. With the cool light piping going on. And all these translucent parts on it. The head can turn around, 360 around. Little movement to the back. Hardly any to the front. It's got a wobble. There's hardly any movement to the front. So you cannot really look downwards. The arms have like that butterfly movement to the top, which we saw on Sinner Twin and Ripper Snapper as well. Not the same going forward as we did with Blood. Then the shoulder joint is on a ratchet, and there's also a joint right here. Bicep rotation, double jointed elbow, very nice, which is a little bit blocked by this part, so you cannot have him like full 180 degrees folding up his arm, but close enough. Wrist rotation and open and close grip, same as with the other robots. Then we have a torso rotation, with this part being a little bit in the way, this part, but you can fold it up. I'm supposed to fold it up like this? No. You can fold it up, fold it out of the way a little bit, so you can rotate around. But then the beak of the bird mode goes, blocks it off a little bit, so you have to move that out of the way as well. But it does have a 360 rotation. Now, some of the other ones had like an ab crunch as well. Doesn't seem. Oh, wait, maybe. Yeah, he does. Only 2 clicks, I guess. Yeah. He's got very, very flexible hip flaps, which you can move around, fold them out, fold them in, and the front flip hip flap parts, you can move them out of the way as well, allowing him to kick to the front. Not a full 90 degrees. Manipulate that a little bit. Oh yeah, 90 degrees, there we go. And to the back you really have to force it through. through. I don't really want to do that, but you could probably get a 90 degrees to the back as well. I don't want to do it, but I'm still doing it. I'm kind of curious. It doesn't seem to go 90 degrees to the back. So you get like 60-ish, I guess. Thigh rotation on the upper thigh close to the hip. Double jointed knee joint, one which is hidden inside, so if you want to use that one you're gonna have to move this flap around. But he does have a full bend to the back. Yeah, those ratchets are very tight. I'm liking that a lot. And then for the final part, the foot part, which is on a weird triple joint here and a tilting joint, so you can do a lot with it, but it does not seem to have like a dip downwards, so you're gonna have to do it from the heel, I guess. But yeah, it does have a tilt inwards, not outwards. Oh yeah, it does actually have a tilt outwards as well. And then the toe dip, you could use it, you could do it like that, I guess. He does have a joint in his foot as well, which is kind of weird, never seen that before. So yeah, you do get a lot of options with that, whether that's intended or not, you do get them. So now let's see if I can try and change this into some kind of fantasy bird-like thing. And there are so many moving parts, I'm kind of doubting it, but we'll see how far I can get. Using this for reference. And let's get into it. So I'm noticing something odd with the wings. I think they might have not been assembled properly, because I'm thinking that these parts are exactly the same and this one should have been with this on the back side, because this wing is not turning around the proper way, and I think that's wrongly assembled. I'll get back to that. Alright, so we got a couple of weird things going on with this robot, apart from the assembly being off. A lot of moving parts, not sure if they are in the proper place right now, but I think I am somewhat close. There's this part, I don't know how to place it, and I was thinking, well, maybe it will become a tail if I click them together. This one is in an entirely different hinge than this one is. So I don't know how to put them together, so I took them off. One already dropped off. I had to plug it in again, fell off again, etc, etc. But these parts seem pretty similar, so there's no peg sticking out on one with a slot where to put that peg in on the other, so I guess I cannot combine them into a tail. So I guess they're gonna have to fit on the back of the monster, but the thing is, like, one is sort of a pin thing with little slits right there, so I can push it back on there. Oh, that all works. It's very, very loose, so it just keeps on popping off whenever I try and move it. Be a little bit careful with that. Guess they're both stuck in right now. So yeah, I can put it back on here, so this is how far it can go. And then we have this one, which is like a ball joint. And that one will always end up lower than the other part, so it's kind of weird. Not sure if it's intended that way, or if someone messed up the assembly on that as well. And then we have this part, which I'm not sure about either, so I don't know where to put this. I can fold this up or fold it around, have a drop off downwards like this, but I don't see the point in that. And we have that on the other side as well, of course. So yeah, it's kind of weird. Don't know what to do with that. Don't know what to do with these tail parts. They are even tail parts. I don't know, might be spikes. Now these things can move around, but that's probably to move the kneecap a little bit higher on the leg of the robot. And I'm not so sure about these parts. I just push them back in here. So the backside of the bird looks like this, with this figured wing part, and the front side looks like this. Cannot move the face around of the bird. Oh, a little bit. It's on a ball joint as well. Make it look down, up, left and right, with cool light piping going on again. Very cool. You don't really see that because it's orangey, but it's pretty cool. Maybe I can show it like this a little bit. So yeah, we got a sort of a phoenix-like bird creature. Yeah, I'm really gonna have to, I guess I'm gonna have to try and contact the seller about this, because those wings are weird. Let me just pull this off or what? I'm not sure if there's a pin stuck in there or if it's just little peg-like things. It's gonna be a journey to figure that out. See if I can pull it off right now. I can pull it off. It's sort of like a clip. Plug it on there, so basically I just need the mirror version of this. It'll probably not be a problem for the seller to get from the manufacturer. But yeah, I'll have to look into that. Too bad, because I just wanted to show it off in the proper manner, but I guess I cannot do that, which is too sad, but it is what it is. Now you can position the bird in all kinds of stances with pretty articulated legs. We got a knee joint, ankle joint, which moves around upwards, downwards, and inwards. So that's quite nice. And the hip joint is on a ball joint, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, you can give him quite some different looks. Even though the back part is a little bit in the way if you want to make him stand. But you can. Which will be shown in the pictures at the end of this video, of course. A little bit heavy on the hip joint. It kind of goes through it, but fix that a little bit. Not really, I don't think, but yeah, I can't really fix that. Just a little bit too heavy for that. But yeah, pretty cool fantasy bird. Looks pretty cool. Too bad about the assembly, but that should probably be fixable. Don't know about this part. I'll look it up. Maybe I can find something in the manual for that. Let me just check that out. Let's see where they covered that part. Alright, so that kind of makes sense. It's something that sort of a tail which goes all the way across the spine to his neck part, I guess. So that kind of makes sense, I guess. So I'm gonna be looking up the video and the manual to see if this is the proper way to transform him. I think it is, but I'll figure it out. Pretty cool fantasy creature. It goes along pretty well with the rest of the TERRORCONS. I'm liking it, and this whole set I would probably recommend it, even though I have not seen the Abominus mode yet, but I'm pretty sure I like it, unless it's like really small. In that case, it would not fit with the rest of my combiners. But yeah, that's it for Cutthroat. Not that familiar with the figure in the cartoons nor the comics, but I just know him from the G1 toys. Never owned it, but this thing looks pretty cool. And yeah, just check out the pictures at the end for the full details and zooming in on both modes. And I'll be heading into transforming them all into Abominus, which should be a journey in itself. Yeah, don't think I'm gonna record that whole process, just do the stop motion if I ever get to that. And maybe I should just one day make a picture or make a video of the whole collection as it is right now. Might actually do that. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you guys for joining. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it. And see you guys for the next unboxing video. Later.